Okay, I'm Jade and I'm going to be giving you guys a speech on depression. Depression is a very serious, underrated mental illness that many people battle with every day. There are several types of depression, such as major, chronic, postpartum, and atypical. You always have to remember that you cannot cure someone's depression, you can't fix it for them. The only thing you can really do is be there in support and make them feel like there's someone there to support them and help them get through it, no matter how hard the situation may be. Those dealing with depression feel as though there's not really like a light at the end of the tunnel. They kind of feel like nothing's worth it, life isn't worth living, and it's sad, but it's true. I mean, how often do you see on the news, little boy commits suicide because he was bullied, he was depressed. Bullying leads to depression, several things lead to depression. 15% of people will experience depression at least once throughout their entire adulthood, at least one time. So mothers who have their babies, a lot of them experience postpartum depression after. I did. I had very severe postpartum depression. It is usually accompanied by anxiety, substance abuse, even being addicted to drugs can lead to depression. It's that dependency, and then you feel like bad about yourself because you're addicted to all these drugs, and then you get into a really low place and then progress and do more. The best way to really understand if someone is going through depression is to observe their behavior. If they lose interest in things they used to find joy in, playing sports, friends, they might not find enjoyment in that anymore. Their mood, they'll be really sad, they'll have a lot of anxiety, they'll feel hopeless with everything that they do. Their sleep will be messed up, they have insomnia, restlessness throughout the night, night terrors. Their body, they can have fatigue, loss of appetite, you can notice a weight gain or weight loss. And there's the way they behave with people. They'll be agitated, irritable, and they'll isolate themselves. Of course, there is several different kinds of treatments out there. There's therapy, there's counseling, you to a psychiatrist. Psychotherapy is talking, just getting your feelings out there, laying it all down, and having someone there to listen to you and understand and try and help you through that situation that's causing you to be depressed, or get your mindset back into a more positive one. There's behavioral, which focuses on your harmful behaviors. If you are suicidal, you self-harm, these kinds of therapies will help you to find different coping mechanisms. Instead of, cutting yourself, you could write it down, scribble on your notebook when you're angry or you're upset. And then there's cognitive, which is modifying your negative thoughts and emotional responses. So to a situation, if you're stressed out about like school and you're getting really down on yourself, you don't think you're going to do as good as you want, you're getting really depressed about that, and then everything in your life is just kind of colliding at once. This will help you to respond to it a different way, looking on the brighter side instead of the dim side. And then other kinds of treatments are, medicine, SSRIs, which are selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, antidepressants, or even antipsychotic drugs. I'm on Zoloft, what I've been taking since postpartum, because I've just gradually gone into a pretty unhappy place. But we're getting better. So I'm going to put it. Overall, depression isn't really in their head, as you may think it may be. You might think someone's being overdramatic, but they're not. You never know what thoughts are really going on in their head and how they really feel about a situation, or even themselves. And they may deal with it silently because they feel like they have nobody to turn to. I know I didn't feel like I had anyone to turn to. I had a counselor, still see her. I felt like I didn't have anyone because everyone was just kind of just like, I just think you're being dramatic. The best thing is, like I said before, being supportive. You never knock someone down if you don't understand. Always let them know there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And if you or someone you know is battling depression, help them find help. If you're battling it, go seek help. It is the best thing to do. If you're on that verge of suicide, there's a suicide hotline, 911, anything. Never be afraid to seek help at all, ever. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. Are there any questions?
I got one. How long does postmodern?
Postmortem.
Yeah.
Postmortem is forever.
Yeah, that's what it is. I forgot that question. How long does it last?
They say it can last up to a year, but most of your, yeah, some up to 2, but sometimes they'll tell you 6 months. Like me, they give me a prescription for 6 months and they're like, if it doesn't help, then you need to go see a psychiatrist.
Like all females go through that after birth?
Not all,
Majority.
Any other questions?
No.